Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Look, it just looks like I just woke up. I did not. I've been working. Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome. Stop the drama. Welcome. I see Roxanne, Pika, Vic. Who else do I see, everybody? Hey, I'm repeating myself over here. Hey, Wim, Nebulous. Welcome, Shauna B. Thank you for being here, Bo. I see you. Everybody, Liz G. Stop the drama. Chico is here in the house. Thank you for being here. Who else do I see? Rose with Thorns. Welcome, everybody. Please come in and hit the like button. Hey, Kate. Welcome, welcome. Let's get this intro going, and that'll give me some time to set everything up in the background. All right, you guys, make sure you're hitting the like button, and I'll see you here in a little bit. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the new subbies, to the new members, to everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are having a great holiday, spending time with your fam or with others, with loved ones, whatever gets you through the season, okay? Because that's really what it's about, right? Spending time with the people that love you and care about you. And if you don't have anybody in your life, note that you're not alone. There's people out there that care about you. So please make sure that you just know that you're loved. All right. This is that season where we got to love on each other a little bit more. Right. So let me tell you, let me start by saying this. We don't start with this Danny Masterson mugshot. Did y'all know somebody in the comments? So I posted the mugshot on the community tab, and somebody said, Rabbit, that's a fake mugshot. I don't know, man. Well, the news is reporting it. They said it's a fake mugshot. Somebody got a fake mugshot. I said, you got to be kidding me. Do I sound better? I'm trying, yo. I promise you. I promise you. I want to know who faked the mugshot. All right, because I swear I got some people, and I love it because let me show you. I'm not making this up. Somebody said, Rabbit, that's a fake mugshot. I said, no, for real? How? When? How did that happen? How did that happen? Danny Masterson has some die-hard supporters. Okay, it is what it is. Somebody said it was a fake pic. I'm gonna take you there. I'm not making this up. Look, let me make myself very small. And it says fake pic 100. And I was like, you got to be joking. He said, oh, really? How is it fake? Unless you see it with your eyes, don't believe Hollywood. I guess it's a fake. I don't know. You go stay quiet. Well, somebody tell Derek in the comments. I'm like, well, how do you? I guess if it's a Hollywood mugshot, therefore it's fake. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. But yes, I don't know if you guys watched a little bit of Tommy and Aaron on their live where they talked a little bit about him going into basically admitted to state prison at this point on rape conviction as mugshot release. Now, I don't know if it's like, is there a difference between the photo? Like, this is what they said was fake. All right, keep that in mind. They said that that was fake. I don't know. It looks real to me. It looks like he's sporting, he's got the orange, of course, less makeup. Just saying. I don't know. Thank you. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for saying that. You needed a trigger warning. I thought it was a picture ID. So this is like I guess the intake phase of him. Um, I think they call it the fish tank or something like that. I think that's what I remember Tommy saying that. So I think this is great. I'm glad, this is like I think of the people that have spoken out, Chrissy Bixler, all those Jane Does out there, brave enough to speak out and say something. Um, that this is where we're at right now, and this man deserves to be behind bars, as well as anybody else that aided him, that was behind him, that supported him. Like Scientology, right? Like they deserve all of this. This is like Scientology being locked up too. I'm just being honest. Like it's just saying. Aaron has his inmate number. This picture should come up when you do an inmate search. Ooh, I'm willing to do an inmate search, but where am I? Well, hold up. See, I didn't even look into that. This is from release from the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. Well, let's see if we can do a little inmate search. California Department of Corrections. See, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Perry says, look, it's not. He was just put in prison. So this is not like the correct thing. What do you mean? What do you mean, love? And thank you for being a member for 8 months. Clarify. All right, let's see. Last name. Sorry, I'm looking over here because my screen, I don't have enough room. Danny Masterson. Is he going to appear? Because it doesn't appear yet. I don't know. I just discovered a channel a couple weeks ago. Has everyone an amazing day? Dan Master Mugshot has me. Let him rot there for 30 years. Yeah, I don't know. Is there somewhere else? Because this is like I'm looking at the California incarcerated records information. Maybe I'm looking somewhere else, but apparently it's out there. It's out there. Chrissy, thank you for becoming a member. Let me see. Yes, Rabbit. So many supporters of his need looking into, especially the people who knew what he was up to. I agree, love. I agree. I agree. Um, yeah, I don't know. Correction. Let's see. Search our site. I'm gonna try to see if I can find it a different way. Or maybe somebody can search it and then send it to me. I don't know. Rose with Thorn, thank you for being a member for 8 months. Thank you. And then Chrissy, thank you and welcome to the membership. Okay, yeah, it's his prison photo ID, right? So this is what we're looking at. That's who it is. Okay, orange is the new black, right? Like this is he looks very orange. Okay, so I mean this is great. I'm glad he's behind bars. Good for him. And yeah, that's where we're at. But this is the photo that was released. State officials confirmed on Wednesday Masterson has been admitted to the North Kern State Prison in Delano. Okay, so let's look that up. Maybe we can just get it there. So he will initially go through the inmate and reception process, which determines the level of security where he will be held. And I believe, if I remember Tommy correctly saying that this is where they're doing like their psychological evals. This is where they're doing like, everything. So hopefully he doesn't like decline that. All right, I just pulled it up. Inmate programs. I mean, look, he'll be able to participate in some programs, medical classification, CBI outpatient, CBI life skills, something. He'll be able to do some kind of inmate programming Hold up. Let me see if I can pull up inmate search. Is this it? Yep. Let's see. While I'm having you all here. Yeah, it's not letting me pull anything up. I don't know. But hey, I mean, this is great. Yeah. D-Lano. Yes, my love. Yes, that's what Tommy called it. He called it the fishbowl. Will determine where he will end up. That prison is very overcrowded. And he said, he's like, California is one of the, dangerous, violent prisons. I mean, people have been making jokes already at this point. You know what I'm saying? It will let you go if there's shows. Okay, gotcha. Mighty Marshall says it will tell you if he is there and show his picture. Go to the actual prison he is in. All right, well, let's do that. I'll try it one more time with everybody here. All right, because I tried. And this is it. I will show you guys. Hold up. This is what I'm looking at. Here it is. Statewide inmate family council. Excuse me. That's what we have so far, but it doesn't really allow us to search, folks. Inmate programs. Look, I mean, he'll be able to do a lot of stuff. History and details. Anything y'all want to know about the prison, it's all there. Oh wait, hold up. Is this it? No, this is not the locator. No, this is just a state website. Yeah. So, if y'all are interested and want to know what Danny Masterson will be doing and where he'll be at, it is right there. Maggie J says, thanks to the person who donated my membership. Thank you, Maggie, for being a member for 1 month. Shout out to people that donate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. In case, no, nobody wants to go visit. Nobody wants to go visit. Naomi's like, in case y'all want to go visit. All right. Let's move on. All right. So yes, the mugshot, or at least the photo, the fish tank photo, is real. It is not a fake photo. And let me know your thoughts in the comments. I want to move on a little bit. Well, I want to move on, period, to let's talk about Savannah Soto. Savannah Soto. Excuse me. Just know that English is my second language. So Spanish is very easy for me to kind of like, it's a natural thing for me to speak Spanish right away when I'm saying names. So for those that don't know, Savannah Soto is a 18-year-old that pregnant mom. She initially was missing for about a week and was due to give birth, and was found today, I believe, deceased with her boyfriend in the car. It is said that they both died of gunshot wounds, and it is I'm pretty sure that it's still being investigated. My teenagers, okay, who happen to be, they go on TikTok and they look at different things and whatnot, send me. Was it yesterday or was it? I thought it was today. I thought it was this morning. It could have been early. Hold up, don't quote me. Yeah, I'm. Wasn't it this morning? Yeah, it's a very tragic. She was found yesterday. Thank you. It wasn't yesterday morning. Why am I thinking yesterday morning? But thank you for correcting me. Messy, beautiful ball and stitching. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. And Chrissy, thank you for gifting memberships. If you guys got memberships from Chrissy, please drop a heart in the chat. Okay, she was found yesterday because I was in Mel's chat. Thank you for reminding me. Now it's coming back to me. So I was in Mel's chat and I did share that. So teenagers on TikTok, they send me one of Abby Blabby's links. And Abby Blabby put something out. I mean, shout out to her. If you watch her on TikTok, she does a little, like, she does a true crime stuff and she gives commentary. And she shared this. Have y'all seen this? Because this had me a little bit like, wow. Let me play it and you let me know your thoughts in the comments, okay?
If you've been following the Savannah Soto case, there's a couple things going on. First is that the Find Savannah Soto discussion group on Facebook has been paused by an admin. I don't really know why. But the bigger thing is some girl posted a TikTok just a little bit ago She came across an Instagram account from some girl who's connected to Savannah, and this girl on
This
her
is weird.
Instagram account posted some really sketchy shit. I'm just going to show you her video now.
Hey yo, excuse my voice. I'm still like getting over COVID, but I think I have an update in that fucking Savannah Soto case, that missing pregnant 18-year-old girl. Before anyone says anything about sending shit to her family, I've already been in contact with her family and they have this information that I'm about to show y'all. So this girl on Instagram was posting shit about Savannah. I'm about to show y'all in just a second. But she was posting some really suspicious shit. When I say suspicious, this is what I mean. And then this irks me weird because she say, yeah, you was pregnant. Like trying to say past tense, like as if Savannah does not have the baby in her anymore. Mind you, let me pull up her Insta. This girl posted all that just because Savannah's baby daddy and her baby daddy had beef. I don't know what it was. She wouldn't go into like any detail. And when I was like, do you know what happened to her? Because it's mad disrespectful to post this over your baby daddy's beef. She had nothing to do with that. She probably didn't want shit to do with you because she's pregnant. She said, yep, and don't care. Get out of my phone. This is her admitting that. Here's that same screenshot, just smaller, so y'all know that I'm not lying about this bitch saying that. Her Insta, again, her.
Yeah, yeah. So for those that are coming in, you're like, what is the story about? All right, let me explain it because um, there's different moving parts to it. So, bodies of missing pregnant teen and boyfriend in Texas may have been found in a car with gunshot wounds, police say. So, the two bodies found inside a car believed to belong to a missing teen, Texas teen, who was 9 months pregnant, and her boyfriend each had gunshot wounds. Police said Wednesday, that would be today. San Antonio Police Chief Williams told reporters Tuesday authorities believe that the bodies belonged to 18-year-old Savannah Soto, who was last seen December 22nd, and her boyfriend, but he could not confirm the identities. The medical examiner's office will conduct a death investigation to determine cause of death and confirmation of the victim's identity. On a Wednesday, police statement said this investigation remains ongoing. The case has been listed as a capital murder due to the death of an unborn child. San Antonio Police Lieutenant Michelle Ramos told CNN on Wednesday. So the Bexar County Manager Office said Wednesday the medical examiner's office had yet to identify the bodies. The bodies were found in a car parked near an apartment complex, police said in an earlier statement. Police believe that the bodies were there. Ooh, excuse me. Why did that cut? Sorry, y'all. My reading, there was an ad that came over it. The bodies, possibly 3 or 4 days. So they were possibly in the car for 3 or 4 days, right? In the parking lot outside of an apartment. 3 or 4 days with gunshot wounds. The baby did not survive, by the way. Yes, is it? Yes, Jules. Look at Jules. Shout out to Jules. Says, is this about the TikTok, the chick who said some sketchy stuff? Jules, have you been able to like confirm any of that? Because so my youngest, who's he watches TikTok, sent that to me, and I said I haven't seen anybody really talk about that. So let me finish up here. So the bodies were there for 3 or 4 days, describing the crime scene as very perplexing. Soto was pregnant and past her delivery date when she missed an essential medical appointment, and her family reported her missing, according to the Leon Valley Police Department. Soto was last seen on Friday, according to an alert issued by the Texas Department of Safety. The car described in the alert was a gray Kia Optima. So there was the statement issued by the police announcing that they believe that the bodies of missing Savannah Soto had been found, according to the media release from the Leon Valley Police Department. San Antonio police will be taking over the investigation as the crime scene is located within the city of San Antonio. That is what we have. That is the breakdown. Okay. And Jules says, I've been watching people go insane over it all over Facebook. The girl is the girlfriend of the guy who had serious issues with Matthew. So let me tell y'all something. I will say this. All right. I consider myself, I sleuth. I'm sure a lot of creators, I don't know about you, Jules, if you consider yourself, you sleuth. You look into stuff, you research stuff, that's what you do, especially when you're a true crime channel. And I will say this, that if this is the case, that this girl actually talked to somebody that, had something to do with that crime, which we'll rewatch this a little bit more, that's great that she not only told law enforcement but informed the family before coming out on social media and saying anything about it. I think that we have to give them kudos for that, right? So shout out to her for doing that, at the very least. So let me go back because I did stop it midway and it's going to be all confusing for everybody, so we can replay it. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments.
If you've been following the Savannah Soto case, there's a couple things going on. First is that the Find Savannah Soto discussion group on Facebook has been paused by an admin. I don't really know why. But the bigger thing is some girl posted a TikTok just a little bit ago. She came across an Instagram account from some girl who's connected to Savannah. And this girl on her Instagram account posted some really sketchy shit. I'm just going to show you her video now.
Hey yo, excuse my voice. I'm still getting over COVID, but I think I have an update in that fucking Savannah Soto case, that missing pregnant 18-year-old girl. Before anyone says anything about sending shit to her family, I've already been in contact with her family and they have this information that I'm about to show y'all. So this girl on Instagram was posting shit about Savannah. I'm about to show y'all in just a second. But she was posting some really suspicious shit. When I say suspicious, this is what I mean. And then this irks me weird because she say, yeah, you was pregnant. Trying to say past tense, as if Savannah does not have the baby in her anymore.
Wow, it says, wouldn't give a fuck if someone got a problem with what I posted. End of the day, you two some straight bitches, okay? And don't stand on no type business. Yeah, you was pregnant. That's what it says. But why our baby daddy ain't fight my baby daddy and left your ass twice? So Jules is saying that there might have been some gang relation to this as well. I did see like a picture. I think it was of Savannah's, and I don't know if he's the baby father. I'm assuming he is. Like posting with like a stack of bills. There's just different stuff. It's different rumors that are happening. That was pregnant. Yeah, that would have gotten my attention too. That would have gotten my attention. Okay, hold up. Shauna B says the girl that made this video was since made a new video talking about the video. Really, Shauna B? Okay. Are you talking about Blabby or Abby Blabby? Or are you talking about this girl? Which girl?
Anymore? Mind you, this girl, let me pull up her Insta. This girl posted all that just because Savannah's baby daddy and her baby daddy had beef. I don't know what it was. She wouldn't go into any detail. And when I was like, do you know what happened to her? Because it's mad disrespectful to post this over your baby daddy's beef. She had nothing to do with that. She probably didn't want shit to do with you because she's pregnant. She said, yep, and don't care. Get out of my phone. This is her admitting that. Here's that same screenshot, just smaller, so y'all know that I'm not lying about this bitch saying that. Her Insta, again, her Insta. She removed me as a follower, and now she's not replying to me anymore because I fucked up. So I'm 31 weeks pregnant, and she was like, she lives in San Antonio, Texas, and she's known for doxing people and basically trying to set them up to get them killed. I don't live in Texas. Never been to fucking San Antonio in my life.
She said she's known for doxing people and getting people killed. Did I just hear like what? You're 15. What you mean you're known to get people killed? What's that mean?
I messed up. She won't reply to me anymore because I said that I was sending all of this to her police and Savannah's family, which I did. Like I said, I did it. Like I said, I did send this to Savannah's family. Savannah's family does know. And that girl didn't send a message that said, at least I'm not a dumbass who hangs around people that I know are going to kidnap me. She unsent that message when I told her that I'm sending all these fucking screenshots to the police and to the girl's family. But if y'all want to go get that bitch's fucking Instagram and tell her she needs to come forward with whatever the fuck she knows, post it again for y'all. She removed me as a follower. But this is her Instagram. She needs to come out with whatever the fuck she knows.
So, of course, before I shared her video, I went to that girl's Instagram. Well, tried to. She's deleted it. So, who knows? It might be nothing, but I wanted to share with you guys.
Mm. And I think I got the girl's not Instagram, TikTok name as well. Hold up, let me acknowledge this comment real quick. D Slade says Savannah's 15-year-old brother Ethan got killed last year. Wow. See, and this is what Jules was saying, that there might be a relation with the brother. Let me see. Somebody said that there was an updated video to I think her name is it Ches? Is that her name? Ches? I don't want to say it wrong, but I think I am saying it wrong. Hold up. Let's pull up the TikTok. I think I got her handle here. Let's do some sleuthing, like they say. Okay, yeah, we definitely got something here. Hold up. Is this new? Ooh, Lord have mercy. Look at all these follows. Let's share this. So this is her right here. I mean, and y'all can go follow her. This is her IG. Feel free to follow, but this is what she has thus far.
Hey y'all, excuse my voice. I'm still like getting over
This was a
COVID,
day ago.
but I think I have an update in that fucking Savannah Soto case, that missing pregnant 18-year-old
Huh.
girl. Before anyone says anything about sending shit to her family, I've already been in contact with her family and they have this information that I'm about to show y'all. So this girl on Instagram was posting shit
This
about
is the one we just
Savannah.
saw.
I'm about to show y'all in just a second. But she was posting some really suspicious shit. When I say suspicious, this is what I mean.
Let me stop it right here. It says, ain't karma a bitch? My baby daddy done bitched this N-word out, and she shawty didn't want no smoke with me. If any of y'all have seen my sister, so this is the missing picture poster, and this girl's posting over it that this was karma. That's what she's doing. Like, that is just wow. Hold up. I'm trying to see if she has any recent.
Okay, I wanted to clear some things up because there's a lot going on and my video got taken down last night, but I peeped some of the comments. I just want to clear up a couple. So for one, please stop messaging me about Sam and please stop harassing that poor girl. This girl, I promise that she has nothing at all to do with this. That is completely 100% my fault. I should have crossed out the fucking names of who followed her. I didn't think people were going to assume anything from that, but Sam and Anosa are not friends from what I know. I'm not sure. I don't believe they are. Sam, from what I saw on her story, Anosa was nice to her once, so Sam just followed her. But y'all, please stop sending that girl death threats. She did not do this. I know what her account has and how it has a whole bunch of in her diss tracks. I promise you, her diss tracks are literally just her having fun. She's on house.
Gotcha. So, Wim, thank you for gifting memberships. If you guys got a membership from Wim, please drop a heart in the chat. Thank you, Wim. And thank you, Chrissy, again. And thank you, everybody. Clicker AK says Savannah's family attacked the kid who unalived her brother at a court hearing just a couple of months ago. Clicker AK, so is this retaliation? Is that what you're saying? I'm kind of wondering. Like, is this retaliation or what's this? Is that what it is? Like are they retaliating against each other? It is pretty disgusting. I mean, they unalived and unborn. This is capital murder. Train monkey, thank you. This is like capital murder. That's true. It's on camera. Oh my gosh. It is. That's the part. See, I would think that this would be retaliation then, at some level, right? Okay, local news seem to confirm this afternoon law enforcement is currently investigating as a capital murder case. Let me see. So I don't know how much information Miss Chesk can provide here. This is something else, totally not related. But let me see. Savannah Soto. So we have here. This is what the Daily Mail UK is reporting at this point, which I thought was interesting. Let me get my banner out real quick, y'all, so you guys can see it. So revealed: pregnant teen Savannah Soto, 18, had a restraining order against boyfriend after he assaulted her last Christmas. Pair were found shot dead in car in Texas. Pregnant mom Savannah Soto, 18, went missing a week after she was due to give birth to a baby boy. San Antonio police found that they were what they believed to be the bodies of Soto and her boyfriend in a car outside a Texas apartment complex. The couple were shot and believed to have been dead for 3 or 4 days before they were found. So she was missing for a couple days. I believe she was like she went beyond the due date at that time. But there was an actual restraining order. So the documents do not provide details on the 2022 assault. Soto went missing on December 23rd, 1 week after she was due to give birth to a baby, and never showed up at the hospital where she was scheduled to be induced on Saturday. So this is them, right? This is the pair that we know. Yeah, she was overdue a week. No, the baby did not survive. So that's what classifies this as a capital murder case. Baby did not survive. So a user who claimed to be a neighbor of Soto in Guerrero last year said they witnessed the boyfriend arguing and beating her almost every day. Mariana Delgado, who claims to be the deceased teenager's sister-in-law, posted on Facebook that Soto's body had been found earlier this evening and that she was in bad condition. So we're found dead in the car in the parking lot. We know that. Um, there was another sister-in-law that told the local news station that someone who spotted the car contacted her on Facebook, and that the family made their way to the scene after alerting police. So, I mean, all of these charges. Let me see. This is Matthew. So, is he the presumed father? Do we know? Yeah, she was a minor when he was assaulting her. Yeah, she was 17 because she was 18 pregnant. Definitely. So he basically assaulted a child. He was 21 when that happened. Wow. So if anyone knows my son Matthew, he and his pregnant girlfriend, are missing. So he is the presumed father at this point, right? I know my son, and he wouldn't do anything to hurt her. She is due to have her baby. Her things were left behind that she packed up for the hospital, including her purse. The neighbors said they heard Savannah screaming for help at the next morning. They said they saw them get into a Cadillac. My son's phone says the caller is unavailable and their car is not at their apartment. As a mother, I know my son and his girlfriend were taken against their will. I sounds to me like that's what it was. Like this was a hit. Mm. Yeah, he's a victim of a crime too. That's for sure. That's for sure. Um, These are just some pictures. And this was what Jules was talking about. That Victor Nathaniel Riveras, 18, was on trial for the murder of Ethan Soto. That's the brother on Friday when the Soto family launched an attack on footage shows. That's what you guys were referring to. Yeah, he did hurt her. I mean, you can't deny that. There's a protection order. I feel for her because she lost a son and a grandchild, but she knew that the statement was a lie. I mean, this sounds like it must have been a hit on them. The shooter reportedly lured his victim from his home in May 2022 after Ethan stole THC from Rivas. Wow, my God, they're so freaking young. Like, what are we doing? And then there were young parents too, and then you have an innocent child as a victim, like the unborn child. Okay, the court case was in October. KCG says, I'm just gonna back and listen to Rabbit. Rabbit, please sell merch with the fake mugshot of you. I might make a fake mugshot of myself. Okay. It was a hit. This is such a hit. I mean, what do you guys think in the comments? Y'all, I just This is gang related? Was this a hit? What do y'all think? And let me go into the hold up. Let me go into the video real quick. Um, let's do a little survey poll. I'm kind of wondering what your guys' thoughts are. See where everybody's at. Was this a hit on the family? And I say the family because that could be siblings, parents, anybody, unborn children, a gang related hit. Was this a gang related hit on the family? Yes or no? Answer question. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Yes. Grandma Sherry's like, yay, polls. Y'all are too much. It was definitely, I mean, there is no other way to it. I just don't see how it wouldn't be. If there was already conflict, if they already had something going on, it was definitely a hit. But they're all dead, and that's just how it is. I mean, I hate to say it that way, but somebody's got to end the violence. You think it was a jealous female gang member? Mm. She was like, I'm gonna vote yes on this one. Yeah, the poor baby. It's like, but the baby, like, yo, capital murder. You think it was a bad drug deal? I mean, something, right? Like, and TikTok is, TikTok is doing TikTok. I'm telling you, I heard about the person contacting a potential witness or suspect or whatever through TikTok through my teenager who said, "Rabbit, mom, rabbit, there's this is what's going on, and did you know about this?" And I was like, yeah, there's a lot of creators that are talking about this. And I was just kind of curious, well, what is the outcome? What is going to happen next? And it's just sad because, man, these are young kids. What the hell? What are they doing? Like, what are we doing? It's just I don't know, y'all. It's just sad. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Let me see what the polls are at. Here we go. And I apologize. I'm still sounding very stuffy. Y'all let me know. I'm still trying to get over this sickness and stuff. So we put, was this a gang related hit on the family? And we have 87 votes. 89% said yes, and 12% said no. Mm. Yeah, I think it's sus that the family was called, tipping them off on the location of the car. It sounds like a setup to me. They knew where they were going. They didn't care. And then they killed the baby too, an unborn child. It sounds like they had been dead for a couple days. I mean, based on what the coroners is saying. And I'm sorry, but like, yo, and it wouldn't surprise me if these are even younger, you know, young adults, young teenagers that are doing this as well. She's a teen mom. She's still 18, even though she's an adult. She's still 18. She was just living life too. Okay, they were told that where the car was at via Facebook. See, that's just crazy. And it's so crazy because, like, typically it's usually somebody in the family that sets somebody up, which is sad. But when it's like a gang related situation, it wouldn't surprise me if that's the case. You know? Yeah, it sounds like they took them from their apartment. That's what it sounds like. And then they just uh, did they walk right into a setup? Is that what it was? They walk right into their setup, basically right into their death. And they must have known that they had a hit on them for quite. I just wonder if family knew as well. There must have been something out there that said this. This is like, I don't know where the gunshot wounds are at, but this is almost like execution style. And then the baby too, unborn baby. I'm not familiar with the neighborhood, but the neighbors sit here screaming. Listen, I hear screaming. I don't give a shit. I'll call 911. You can call me whatever you want. I will call the 911. Yes, I will. I hear screaming. I'm calling 911 because I don't know people. So, I know my neighbors, right? But I don't always know, like, if it's screaming. I'm assuming anybody that screams probably needs help. Nowadays, I just call 911. And you know what? If it was a frivolous call or whatever, like, then at the very least, I did my part. It does, Glenda. It's interesting you point that out. It does sound very, I don't want to say cartel-ish, but um, it sounds very execution style. Like I don't know if they were shot in the head, but it does kind of give that vibe. You're setting them up, unknown caller. There's screamings. You got a visibly pregnant girl, 18, and you don't care. Yeah, that's cold blooded. That's what that is. That's right, Grandma Sherry. You listen. When in doubt, just call 911. They can get mad at you. Oh well, you can be the. They can call you whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Ikmel's about to go live about. Okay, being said, shot behind the right ear. Oh my gosh, are you serious? So okay, shout out to Ikmel. I'll definitely hit him up. I'll definitely go over there when I'm done here. But it's being said she's been shot behind the right ear of both bodies. So you're talking about right? Yeah. So how is that not execution style? That is crazy. She tried to cover baby with her car seat. That's a yeah, I would have to agree with you on that one. Mm. He said, I heard from a few places they were both shot behind the right ear too. That's it. That's what it is. And that's a good point that the cartel would tell you, but I'm pretty sure this is just gang related. And not every gang is cartel, just they're not always the same, right? But it's point blank, I think. I mean, it, family needs justice, right? They're young. Family needs justice. You just DM me the article. Y'all want to look at the article before we move on to not Ruby, Frankie, Jodi, Hildebrandt, little Miss Thing over here. Okay, thank you. I just got it. Oh shit. Okay, so that was the court case. Tearful cousin shares. Hold up, y'all. Let me share with you what um Vic just sent me. Let's see this real quick before we move on to this other right here. The article, please. Okay, y'all. This is just so horrible, especially during the holidays. Savannah Soto, tearful cousin, shares horrific details as boyfriend blames. Hold up, y'all. As boyfriend blames for deaths. The bodies of heavily pregnant Savannah teen, or excuse me, the bodies of a heavily pregnant teen, Savannah Soto, and her boyfriend Matthew were found in a parked car days after they went missing. Savannah's family have accused Matthew of being abusive, but his cousin claims his body showed signs of torture. The cousin of a young man found dead in a car with his heavily pregnant girlfriend, Savannah Soto, has shared shocking new details. This comes as Savannah's boyfriend, Matthew, 22, had been accused of abusing her by a family. The two were shot dead in a parked car Tuesday in San Antonio, Texas, and police said they may have been there for days. We know that. Savannah was heavily pregnant. They were reported missing after she didn't turn up to her induced labor appointment on Saturday the 23rd. Okay. So at that time, we read this part. They weren't really able to identify. There's speaking on a TikTok, a woman claiming to be Matthew's cousin has claimed police told the family he had been tortured. In a video, she said, "It's not making sense to me. The way they left him on the back seat, laid out with his pants down off." Ooh, see, and I read other words. Laid out with his pants off. It was gruesome. Mm. Wow, they just said it was gruesome. My cousin's very, very tall. I mean, I do remember seeing the picture with them next to each other. Savannah was in the front passenger seat and she had the car seat on top of her. My cousin was in the back seat, laid out with his pants off. They said that basically he was tortured, but they didn't really want to get into details. So far, the police have not revealed how the two died or even confirmed the bodies are those of pregnant teen and boyfriend. Their identities will be officially confirmed by the medical examiner. They were believed to be of the missing pair. They didn't provide other details and said he didn't know whether a weapon had been found in the car. What we're looking at right now is very, very perplexing crime scene. So he was tortured to death. If you look at the car, you could kind of see the front that should have been like, oh man. Sad you just heard that they were both shot behind the ear. Wow. Hold up. Yeah, wow. And there's not a lot of articles that are pointing that out either. So this must be very like new information. This is just so freaking sad. Like, wow. 17 is the legal age in Texas. It's just getting sadder and sadder. Like, there's nothing. I don't know how do you consolidate that, right? And it's like the holiday season and everything. You heard about his pants too? Okay. They were he said that the cousin said that they were tortured. I don't know. I cannot. Yeah, the car seat being on her lap is odd. Well, was it on her lap? Like, was she trying to cover herself? Maybe, like, trying to protect the baby? Yeah. No, and Tornado, you're a good point. Like, until it comes out of law enforcement, how much information are we going to get, right? And she was, like, she needed to be induced. This is, like, so upsetting to hear. Anyways, so we'll keep up with the, as things are developing. I would think so too, Kim. I think she was probably trying to protect her stomach as well. I hate that. I don't know. It was originally in the back and then they moved it because they wanted him back there. It's insane, the whole thing. Yeah, law enforcement isn't going to release a whole lot of information other than what they need to release at this point, right? Like, as far as what we know. I don't know. All right, guys, we are going to move on real quick because we had Miss Jodi Hildebrandt. The lady made an appearance at court and pled guilty to it all. Now, I thought this was interesting because Law and Crime is reporting Ruby, Franke's business partner, Jodi, throws in towel. This is what they're saying. Pleads guilty to child abuse. Y'all think that she did that in order to avoid something? Like, I'm kind of wondering. What do you guys think? Let me play this a little bit. I mean, she gets to talk. She definitely she don't look the same anymore. I'll say that much, right? She don't look the same anymore. All right, come on. Wait till the judge.
01763. Mr. Clark and Mr. Sham are here representing the state of Utah, and Mr. Terry is here with
She does.
Ms. Hildebrandt.
She does.
We are scheduled for a waiver of preliminary hearing. Mr. Terry, appears you have just handed the court a signed plea agreement.
That is correct, Your Honor. With respect to the waiver, Ms. Hildebrandt, we have had discussions. She fully understands the purpose of a preliminary hearing, what the burden of proof would be, and she has the right to a preliminary hearing, but in conjunction with the entry of her plea today, we waive the preliminary hearing.
What do y'all think?
And in fact, there is a provision in the written plea agreement
I think so too.
Operates as a waiver of
That's
the preliminary hearing. All right. Ms. Hildebrandt, I've been handed a written document, a plea agreement with your signature on it. Did you sign that document?
Yes.
And you did that to represent to the court that you have read the document carefully, that you understand what you've read, that you agree to all of the terms that are set forth in that written document. You've had sufficient time to ask Mr. Terry any questions that you have about the agreement or its potential effect.
Yes.
Is anyone pressuring you to enter into this agreement, or is anyone promising you anything that I haven't been told about or that is not in the written document?
Does she look scared?
Are you
What
under
do
the
y'all think?
influence of alcohol or drugs today?
No.
Is there anything today that could interfere in any way with your ability to understand the agreement, or its potential consequences?
No.
No physical condition, mental health, or emotional condition, nothing that could interfere with your present ability to evaluate the agreement and decide if it's what you're prepared to do today?
No.
You don't need more time, you're ready to go.
Yes.
Any further record, counsel?
Your Honor, the agreement contains a factual basis. There are a few details in the factual basis that we are not in full agreement with. However, this is a guilty plea. It is not an Alford plea. The factual basis sets forth facts that we agree with, that Ms. Hildebrandt agrees with, that are sufficient for the court to accept her plea with respect to the 4 counts to which she is pleading guilty. And so we ask the court to accept her plea agreement.
And apart from what is in the written factual base in the plea agreement, you have, I'm assuming, reviewed voluminous discovery. You don't dispute whether there is an actual or an adequate.
Right. Where's the church that was helping her? Wasn't it the Mormon church? It's the Mormon church. Where was that? Where are they at? Where are all those contracts? What's going on? Huh? Cults and crimes right over here, guys. Cults and crimes.
Factual basis.
We do not.
All right, then. Anything else before the court receives Ms. Hildebrandt's pleas?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing for the state, Your Honor.
Then Ms. Hildebrandt, how do you plead to count 1, aggravated child abuse, a second-degree felony?
Guilty.
And to
Kim's like, Jodi, I have a great therapist for you to see. LOL.
count 3, aggravated child abuse, a second-degree felony.
Guilty.
Say it
To
louder.
count 5, aggravated child abuse, a second-degree felony.
Guilty.
And to count 6, also aggravated child abuse, a second-degree felony.
Guilty.
The court finds that there is a sufficient factual basis. The court, in addition, finds that Ms. Hildebrandt's pleas are made knowingly and voluntarily. The court therefore accepts and enters those pleas, dismisses the remaining 2 counts. We are anticipating a PSI, although part of the plea agreement appears to be that Ms. Hildebrandt will not contest a prison sentence.
Correct.
Is that right?
That is correct. But we are asking for a PSI.
All right, then the court orders the preparation of a pre-sentence investigation report and sets sentencing at 10:30 a.m. on February 20th. Anything else for today, counsel?
What do y'all think? Happy New Year's. What do y'all think? I mean, should be interesting how all of this plays out in the future, right? Like, she's right where she needs to be. And the thing is that I don't think sentencing, I think they said what, December, well, no, it would like in a couple weeks. Hold up. Let me see.
30 a.m. on February 20th.
February 20th.
Anything else for today,
Sentencing February 20th
counsel?
Nothing from us, Your Honor.
in 4
Nothing from
days,
us.
right?
All right, thank you. We'll be in recess.
Thank you, Your Honor.
She looks very small. She don't look like the Jodi, the Jodi that, we're hearing Connections and whatever the hell else it's called. She don't look like that no more. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, guys. I'm going to, February. I thought he said the 4th. 24th, right? Watch the last couple of minutes of it so you guys can catch it. I'm going to let you guys go because I got to go tend to baby bunny. And let me know your thoughts in the comments about all these cases that we covered today. I have to update it February. I have to update it on the thumbnail because there's just a lot that we covered today. But I will see you guys on the next one. I think Mel might be going live on the Savannah Soto. So if you guys want to go join over there, make sure you guys are hidden the like button over there for Mel. I will talk to you guys later on. Bye, guys. I'll see you guys later, maybe tomorrow. Bye-bye.